Hey everybody, welcome back to Houzz TV Live. I'm Rick Spence. Normally we're in the field talking to professionals and talking about beautiful homes they've done, the inspiration with the homeowners, all that good stuff. Since we can't go in the field, we're doing it remotely with pros. And today we're with Denise Davies from D2 Interiors. People love your stuff. You're doing amazing work. So we thought we'd spend a little bit of time in your home, see how you're walking the walk, see your spaces. You can tell us about some of the fun things you've done there. And I understand it took you over 10 years to kind of do your own home.
It did.
Why did it take you so long? I look at your space, I'm like, she's got the ideas in her head. She'll bang it out.
Because as a designer, there are so many choices. So my home is just a hot mess of everything and anything that I ever wanted to do as a designer. I kept switching the rooms around. Originally, what was the dining room is now my formal living room. And originally, what was my formal living room is now my man cave. It's like being a kid in a candy store. You just can't decide. I'm like, all right, this is what I'm doing.
Where are you right now?
So right now I'm actually in the man cave. We call it the man cave, but it's a den for watching TV. And I designed it to be very comfortable and to be, it's more of a masculine hangout space. My son uses it quite often. I love, love, love vintage artifacts, vintage furniture. I'm always buying things and then repurposing them and recovering them and refinishing them. I'm lucky enough to have an awesome upholsterer, an awesome furniture maker. We restore things. So in this room, a lot of what's in this room, for instance, the screen that's behind the sofa that you see here, this was from a building in Manhattan from the 1920s, an Art Deco building.
Oh, super cool.
And isn't that so cool? You can see it.
I want to fill it with wine bottles, though. I got to tell you.
I know, right? It's funny. I know, right?
You got this super soft, cozy couch you're on, and then that sort of metal, that juxtaposition, and that layering is just awesome. I want to chill out. I'm going to hang out in that space when I come see you.
You can come on down and I'll serve you some wine. And you'll notice also the circles. I love, love, love circles. Circles are my favorite shape. I feel like it's unity, it's harmony, it's love. And so many of the spaces that I go into, I mean, let's face it, every space you go into, except for one house I did, which actually was a circular house. But all the other houses I did, everything is such severe, harsh lines. And I think by designing with circles, it just softens everything up and subliminally, it makes everybody relaxed. Okay, so my living room is my favorite room of the house. It's the room that gets the most natural light. So it's a very happy place to be. It has 3 exposures. So I live on a beautiful piece of property and I get to be with nature. And what I did in this room to really maximize on the light is I high lacquered all of the walls in Benmore Simply White. We sprayed it on so it has a super sheen to it. And then if you look at the ceiling, which is so cool, it's the #1 conversation piece of my house is that ceiling in my living room. And that's wallpaper. It's wallpaper that happens to have a reflective metallic in it. And if you shut the lights off, it glows in the dark. I forgot to tell you.
Oh man, and you can get the music pumping, get the DJ in there. Is that the dance? Is that the dance spot too?
That is the dance spot. Then you flip on that fun sign with the light, and you are just, it's party central.
I think you can do a lot of business with that fun sign. I love the fun sign.
We're going to have it on our Smart D2 Playrooms website, and we're replicating it, and we're going to put it in play spaces.
Tell me about the kitchen. Now, in the kitchen, you don't have a lot of cabinets. I'm seeing art throughout your home, which is beautiful and amazing. And you also have art in your kitchen, not a lot of cabinetry above. Tell me about that.
So my kitchen has very low ceilings, below 7 feet, probably 6'8", 6'10" ceiling. So what I wanted to do in the kitchen is give the illusion that the ceiling is higher than it is. So by removing the upper cabinets, the room does not get cut off in half. And what I did, again, same thing I did in the living room, is I high lacquered all the walls and the ceilings in simply white. So there is no definitive line between where the ceiling ends and the walls begin. And I also wanted a place, because I spend a lot of time in the kitchen, I wanted a place where I could hang my art and enjoy it and switch it around. And by not having upper cabinets, I have on one side my Slim Aaron's photography, my other side I have a vintage photograph. And it's just, I feel like it's different, and it makes the kitchen feel more like a living space.
Now, what about the brick in there? How much of the brick came with the home, or did you add brick as a accent, or how did that work? Can you put the TV in the brick there? How much of this house was brick when you bought it?
Brick, that's actually the back of a fireplace to another room in the house. So the brick was there. It was the original part of the house, but it was kind of in a V pattern. So I had my mason come, and we just filled in the rest of the wall, and he cut out a niche for the TV. So we wired, cut out the niche, and then filled it in where the wires were. So the TV fits perfectly in the niche, which I love.
And he did a really nice job too, because that brick looks all like the same brick to me, and it's hard to tell where he added and what he did.
A little finish over it after it was all done. I have a great painter. Very important to have a good painter.
But this goes back to just when you hire the right person, they've got the right people. They know how to get everything done. You got the mason, the painter, the plumber, the electrician, all these craftspeople.
The carpet installer, my countertops are natural quartzite, and, they don't stain. They look beautiful. But they are a little difficult to work with. It's a softer material. So getting the right fabricator is everything. It's even more important than the stone, because you could have the most gorgeous stone, and if the person fabricating it, which means a person cutting it and installing it, isn't a pro, it's not going to look good.
Yep. Right pro makes all the difference. So let's check out the entry.
So the entry is actually, the ceilings are low, similar to the kitchen. It was the original footprint of the house, and it was dark, and it had a turn, spindle, center hall, colonial type railing. And what we did in there, that had to go. We cut it all off. We replaced that with glass, with a clear lucite railing. I replaced the front door with a modern 4-panel glass door.
Well, I love not having the dark railing, and how much light having that lucite there allows through that space. And the runner just looks cozy.
One of the first things I do, most of my clients are young families moving from the city, and they don't understand the importance of having a stairway runner, because they all come from apartments. And the first item I make them buy is the stairway runner. And because it cuts down on noise, but even more importantly, it's a safety factor. And most of my young families have babies and young children. And even my own son, I can't tell you how many times, he's so clumsy, God bless him, he has tripped on those stairs probably 100 times, even with the runner. So it's definitely something that we all should have.
That's definitely a beautiful way to come into the home and go up the stairs. How many bedrooms are in the home?
3 bedrooms. There's my son's room, a guest room, and then the master bedroom suite.
Well, let's take a look at the master. Tell me about the master.
All right. So here's my master bedroom. When I originally moved into this house, I felt like this master bedroom was massive. So when I do build houses for clients, I always tell them, make the master bedroom smaller, because you want it to have a cozy, intimate feel. So what I did to my master bedroom to make it have a more intimate feel, I painted all the walls tonally, as well as the ceiling and the doors and the trim. It's all painted in this beautiful ammonite matte paint. It gives the room a very intimate feel. So that is, that's my special place.
That is just crazy beautiful. All right, we got to see the master bath.
So my master bathroom used to be the size of a closet. It had no bathtub. It had disgusting yellow tiles from the 1980s. and it was awful. And I really deserved to have a good master bathroom, so I went for it. I realized that I wanted high ceilings, and I did have some limitations with the town and things I could and couldn't do. So that we already had it framed, and we were ready to, put the roof on, and I changed it. And I'm like, what if we did a skylight? And I was lucky enough to, I found a skylight that was in stock. It came in the next week. And I have to tell you, Rick, the skylight changed everything. I mean, I look up at night, I'm sitting in that bathtub and I look up at night at the stars, and it's what more? I'm so grateful. I mean, what more could I ask for?
Yeah, who wouldn't want to be in a tub looking up at the stars?
The tub is from Italy. I was actually on Houzz, saving images, and I found this incredible image of a bathroom that had that tub in it, and I went and I researched it and I found the tub. So it came all the way from Italy. I love it that it's off the ground, that it has those metal legs. It's so different. It doesn't look like, your standard bathtub.
Yeah, it's like artistry in action and function. When you talk about building a home to last, like this took you 10 years, and these kind of spaces, you're not likely to do anything. They're so amazing. What were some of the choices you made, for example, in the bathroom to make sure you did get the longevity? Did you consciously go, hey, I want to make sure I'm building something to be happy with for a long time? And how did you approach that?
I have to say, storage was a big one. I wanted to make sure, and if you see, I have a 9-foot long vanity with all drawers, no cabinets, everything is drawers. I feel like, cabinets, again, you lose a lot of storage space in there. So even around the plumbing, I had my cabinet maker cut out around the plumbing. So there's even drawers around the sinks where the sinks are. If you look at my, on my backsplash, I have mirrors, but on the side walls, I have medicine cabinets, which is great because the reflection is incredible. So you look in one mirror and you see yourself you keep seeing a reflection of a reflection, which is so cool. But also I have double the storage as if I just did a medicine cabinet.
Yeah, I think drawers are definitely the way to go. And I'm tired of sort of digging into the cabinets. It's the same.
Right?
And I bet a lot of people have that problem. Just go to drawers. That's going to solve a lot of problems. In the kitchen, in the bathroom. When you go through your home and you see your different spaces and people ask, okay, Denise, how would you describe your style? What do you answer to that? How do you describe your style, your home?
I would say I am a little bit Miami, a little bit, Art Deco, and a little bit rock and roll.
Well, yours definitely ticks all those boxes. Beautiful space, absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for taking the time to spend with us today. I really appreciate it.
So much fun. It was great. It was you're very good at your job, I have to say. You made it easy.
Well, thank you, and you too.
You made it easy. I look forward to meeting you.
We will do it. We're going to come see you. We're going to have some fun, do a nice Houzz TV episode with you, full blown. And keep up the great work. And I can't wait to see more of your amazing projects. Just awesome.
Thank you, Rick.
Okay, we'll see you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.